Okay, I thought I'd do a fun tutorial for you today. It's going to be pom-pom making. I know a couple ways to make pom-poms. One using a fork gives you a tiny pom-pom. This will give you a bigger pom-pom. You need a cardstock or cardboard. I drew two little circles on here. Depending on your circle, depending on your size of your pom-pom. One will have a hole. Both of them will have holes. So I'm going to cut these out and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so now that I have it cut out, you're just going to put them together. And then you're going to grab your yarn. It just chose this green, funky colored multicolor. They're called the Blacklight yarn. And then you're just going to start, put your yarn in, and you're just going to go around. It's going to be a little difficult because I have a lot of yarn here. So, alright, I might just grab a bunch of yarn and cut it off. Hold on. Alright, I made my ball of yarn smaller so I can work with it. So I can put it through the hole of my, my hole here. And you're just going to go around, in and around your circle. And you're just going to keep going around and around. And I'm going to just keep doing this. And when I get it done, I will show you the next step. But if I keep doing this while it's on camera, I'm going to run out of time. So as you see, I've got it around. You push it together, it helps your tightness. The more you have on it, the fluffier it will be. So it will be up to you how fluffy you want it. As you get towards the end, you just keep pulling it in, pulling it through. You don't have to worry about tying it off. That will happen when you do your middle. So you just want to keep pulling it through. You can use a crochet hook. That'll help if you need help, especially if you have a smaller hole than I have. If you want a tighter center. So you can have a smaller hole in the middle. I just had a bigger one. And you just keep going through. Alright, so now to end your thing, you're going to take another piece. So I got another piece here. Okay, you're just going to pull a piece of center off. Now you're going to cut. You're going to need this piece because that's going to tie it off. Now here is where it gets a little tricky. You're going to have to hold your pom-pom together while you cut. So you're going to start cutting your pieces. This is going to go in between the board. And this is going to get tied to hold your center of your pom-pom. You could have put this, I guess, in between. But this is going to go in between. I probably could have added more, but now as you cut, you're going to slowly thread this in between. Because that's going to tie your pom-pom together. And you cut between the two boards. Keep remember to hold your pom-pom together. Remember, this is going to come, slide this together. Slide this piece of string with you. Use your hands, like in your palm. Alright. Now take your string that you... And it's going to go to... Okay, so now you can take this string. Hopefully you can see it. Slide it in between the two pieces of board. So it comes out like that. So now it's holding it. As you can see, it's holding it. And you're going to tie it as tight as you can. Just tie it very tight between the two boards. Tightly. Tight, 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 tight. Then hold it up again. Tie another knot very tightly. This is holding your pom-pom together. Now, you can either slide your pom-pom out. If it's too difficult, you can cut it. Cut your slips. Now you have a pom-pom. And you can just trim your pom-pom. Fluff it in your hand. And you can use these to tie onto whatever project you need. And you have a pom-pom. And you can trim your pom-pom. And you got a little pom-pom. And you can trim it how you need to. You can trim your ties. But you made your first pom-pom. Congratulations.